Well, I got the last of them 2 bolts out of there, and I found a chain, a short chain, to hook from these 2 picking knot points here. Which you can't really see because of all the chain. I used 2 grade 8 3/8 bolts and snugged them up pretty good. I got my come along hooked to the chain and run up there to my swing set. After some testing on it to see what kind of pressure I could put on it, I discovered that some welding will be required. So, not having a ladder to get up there right now, that will have to be on hold for a little bit. Something that I need to remember was on these bolts, wherever they're at. I can find one that has a nut on it, and I can't. Anyway, that's what the bolts look like. Wherever I'm at. That's what the bolts look like. This part was threaded into the block. This part stuck out, and on 3 of them, there was a hanger and for retaining hoses and wires, and a nut that held that in place. For some reason that I will never understand and will never successfully be explained to me, this is a 9/16 that holds it into the block. The nut that goes on here to hold those retainers in is a 13, which required a little bit of running to town and doing some shopping, because it turns out the only size end wrench I don't have is a 13. I also had to pick up some special stuff to get at those 2 bolts that were on the top next to the firewall between the bell housing and the block. Could have, had I had some help or better luck, reached up with a long extension and a ratchet and a deep well socket with a swivel on it and come in from above the transmission. At least on this side there would have been room, and probably on the other side. I didn't really look. But being by myself, I couldn't figure out how to get that on there. So I found a tool when I was looking for end wrenches that is a ratchet that's hollow, which let me get in there tight enough into that space, which gave me enough room inside that space that I could break them loose and get them off. The breaking them loose was a little tough because those 9/16 into the block were extremely tight, but I got it done. So there we are.